All right, y'all.
We're back.
We're back. We're Black and White Randomz podcast on T, aka Sky. This is
Trish.
Alrighty, guys. There's a couple of you guys that are coming back. Hey, y'all. Could you guys please subscribe, follow whatever platform you're on? Some of you guys are on Spotify, Amazon Music, Apple Music.
Yes, Apple. I was looking for the other one.
And for you guys on YouTube, please just hit that subscribe button for us and give us a thumbs up. We appreciate it.
Yep.
But yeah.
Okay.
So the premise of this podcast is usually always me throwing Trish random topics. Mm-hmm. That's why it's called Black and White's Random. But we will see.
Okay.
All right. So this first topic is I just want to know how irritated you are with people who stink.
There's no excuse for this. In this day and age, there's no excuse.
Yeah, my issue with people that literally do not know that they have like extremely bad hygiene.
I still want to know how you don't realize. How do you don't smell yourself?
I feel like a lot of them don't. Like, or even like this is the thing. We're not talking about people that have cultural things going on.
Yeah, no.
That's
people
completely
who just
different.
Choose to be funky. Because you just want to.
But we'll come and hold a whole conversation with you.
And those are the space invaders.
Yeah, exactly.
Those are the ones who want to be right here. No, get out my face.
I'm like, you don't know your breath is tart. Like, I feel like that's something you could possibly taste because your breath is usually dry or something. Like, that's one of those things where you're like, nah, I feel like I need some gum or something.
Right.
Let me go,
what really gets me is when you offer the people whose breath stink a piece of gum and they don't take it, and then you offer again and they still don't want it, and you be like, take the thing again.
Look, I done been known to be notorious for that. One of our friends was out one time,
girl, and I literally down his throat. He just wouldn't take the gum.
I'm like, here you go. Like, please take that.
Right.
It's not up for debate. No. Usually, if somebody offers you gum,
it's like nice,
intentfully, and it's a group of people and they just offering you gum, it's probably you.
It's definitely you. At that point,
just take the gum. You. Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like it's the same thing with like, underarm odor, like.
Once it starts to get hot outside,
the BO,
I just already know it's coming.
I'm just like, bro, like I get it. Certain circumstances, like we're not talking about people who can't, they're unfortunate for whatever reason they can't afford.
Right, we're not talking about that. And I think y'all know by now, we're not talking about people who have that circumstances are out of their control. We're not talking about that.
No,
we're talking about people who choose not to.
I'm like, bro, did you just bypass your shower? Like, how did that work?
They're using that 25-in-1.
Oh, the shampoo, conditioner, like the whole body wash.
It exfoliates. It does all the things.
First of all, that should be the key indicator that it does not do everything it says it does.
There's no way.
It got 100 promises on there for what it can do.
And it doesn't do one of any of the promises. It's not the
for
full
different parts of your body, like, bro, like there's no way. There's no way. It's the fact that, like, why do people who stink never know it's them? Like, I don't understand this stuff.
I don't know.
Like, how do you not know it's you?
Say, how do you not smell yourself? How do you not?
Like, my thing is, like, I get, like, the adolescent age when kids are still trying to figure it out.
Yeah, that's different.
And all that stuff. Like, I'm not talking about
to a point they get a pass on that. They're learning how to navigate adult bodily functions. Like, you get a pass for a while.
Your hormones are a little different, probably a lot sweatier. Like, there's probably a lot of things going on with that.
And that's
whatever. I'm talking
about
grown adults.
Yes.
Like, I mean, I feel like even like when we were like out in the clubs and the bars, like heavily, people used to just come in like they literally just
and you knew
was out hooping all day and they came out to the bar here and there. And I'm like,
we would see them come in and be like, oh no, you just knew, who it was.
I don't know. I feel like that's the person with the greasy hair too. Like, you want to come in a bar, your hair is like super like oily. Like, what is going on?
Right, like you literally look like you have not bathed.
Haven't bathed,
and come to find out you haven't.
Oh my gosh. But anywho, that's enough of that because that just made my stomach hurt a little bit just thinking about it.
It took me back in time and I can't. I can't. I don't want to go back. Not to that.
All right. So I got a partial story for you.
Okay.
I'm not going to give all of the details, but I'm going to give enough of the details. Okay. Because the story got quite long. But the gist of it was there was a wife who was like a delivery nurse, right? This woman comes in, her husband is with the woman. He's like, oh, this woman works with me. But her husband can't make it in, so I brought her to the hospital like she's about to go on labor, yada yada yada. Okay. They go into the delivery room and the husband at a point has to like step off. And we can see where this is going. So the woman is pretty much on like a delivery table. And she's like, I'm just so glad that I'm having a baby with this specific man. Like, he's a really good man. Like, he'll be a really great dad. Da, da, da. Like, she's talking about, like, she doesn't go into details about like who the dad is. And the nurse is like, oh, that's crazy. Like, you know, she's like, I know that feeling. Like, I actually have a husband who's a really good dad to our kids. And the third. Like, I know. And then like she starts talking about like the actual dad, and she was like, oh wow, well, when's he gonna get here? And she was like, oh, he just left out of the room just now. And the wife is sitting there like, okay, I'm at work, I have to be professional about this.
First of all, you need I'm not your nurse anymore. Like, I can't.
Okay, so that's what's going on. Yeah, she's like, clearly I need to get her help because she's going into labor. Like, this is whatever. So she then gets up.
That's not
the husband comes back into the room and she's like, hey, like, actually, you know what? There's going to be another nurse that's coming in to take care of, you know, what's going on. And she pretty much gives like the statement to the guy, like, yeah, you guys will, you know, probably have a really healthy baby here soon. And he looks at her with like, the white ghost look. First of all, sir, you knew your wife was a delivery nurse, so let's start with that.
So you took her to the same hospital?
Her to the, first of all, not even just the same hospital. You knew when you walked in there that your game was up at that point. The whole thing was up. Because he tried to lie to his wife initially because the girl, whoever the girl is, never heard him.
How oblivious is she to not catch him lying and saying her husband couldn't bring her in? Did she really not catch that? Like, I would have caught that and called him out. Like, what?
I think initially she thought it was all like, okay, first strike. But then, you know, once they got in there and
I guess he wasn't not the nurse. I mean the one that's in labor. You didn't hear him tell that big lie like that.
But this is the thing. Some of these side chicks goofy them up.
True.
She probably was super young, bubbly, like, you know, trusting, leaning on everything that he's telling her, not knowing this man got a whole family.
Poor thing.
And now, like, but my thing is, imagine being the nurse, right? Because it's like, I really have to be professional. Yeah. Like, I have to try my hardest to be professional.
Yeah, because you'll lose your medical license.
Exactly. Well, I mean, it's a lot of things that are at stake. Not only your job, potentially going to jail, like this woman pregnant, your husband's, like, it's just a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, so she leaves out, you know, she pretty much gets the other nurse to come in there, and we don't know what happened next, but I could almost bet what happened next.
I'm pretty sure that hope there was a healthy baby, and then after that, I'd be contacting the divorce lawyer. Like, there's no way.
Like, you got whole proof right here. Like, first of all, you had the audacity to, first of all, go out there, get a woman pregnant, and then bring them, knowing that you're heading to the hospital that I work at.
The hospital where your wife works.
Right. And I guarantee you her co-workers was probably going, even if she wasn't there.
Someone was going to spot him. For sure. Someone was going to spot him.
Absolutely. I'm pretty sure she had some type of pictures of her family or they met him before. Like, there's no way that you coming up.
Someone was going to make that. There was no way.
Y'all swear to gosh, man, some of these choosers just
are not smart.
It's like, just
it's
stop
not smart at all.
Cheating. Just stop doing it. Why are you even in a marriage, period, at this point? Why? You don't even, like, this is the type of dude that does not deserve a family, period. Like, you just don't.
No.
Because you think that you're just hurting the wife, but you're hurting your kids. Like, you literally are hurting your family that you have now created.
Yeah.
Now you're about to have a broken, our favorite word.
Possibly
our favorite
too.
Phrase.
Possibly too. Because the side piece could be like, you gotta go.
Like, this is crazy.
Because what if she really did?
Because she never specifies how many kids she already had by this man.
Right.
She said kids, so that's more than one.
Right.
But we don't know how many there were.
Could be 3.
Like,
right.
It's ridiculous. Just stop getting married knowing that you are not ready for marriage. You are not ready for this. You knew marrying that woman, you was going to cheat on her. I don't care what nobody say from a can of paint.
Yeah.
You went into that marriage. You probably were cheating on her before you even got married.
And you just didn't get caught before.
And then they got the audacity to be a dumb cheater on top of it all. Like, it.
You took her to the same
you legit took her to the same hospital.
Like, knowing that your wife was in labor and delivery.
Yeah.
It's not like she works in the emergency room and you're going to labor and delivery. You're going to the same department, the same floor that she works on. You knew she was at work too. Like, you're not gonna tell me you didn't know she was working that day.
Oh, he absolutely probably knew she was working that day.
I think he was just done, and
this was probably the type of dude that pays for them to like have a nanny and stuff while she's at work. So he's probably been doing all of this. I don't even want to try to piece this together, but this has that written all over.
It does. It does.
Like, no.
Yeah, no. You must I think he walked in that door knowing that this was going to be the day that his marriage was to end, and he wanted it to end. Like, he wanted out. You're not going to tell me he didn't want out.
From the way that she described how stupid he was being, no, he absolutely didn't want it to go down like that. He wanted to have his cake and eat it too.
Let us know how that turned out for you, sir.
I don't know. It's about to turn out in some alimony and child support. That's what's getting ready to happen.
Yeah.
Anyway,
the division of marital property.
It is. All right. So, husband asks the baby mama, right? His baby mama and the child to move in with him and the wife because they no longer had anywhere to live, but never confronted his wife about it. And he pretty much was like, well, my son, she was like, I have a problem with your son moving in here.
Right.
Like, I married you knowing that you had a kid. Like, have no problem with the kid.
Right. The kid is innocent.
The kid is innocent. When were you telling me that your baby mama was coming to live in our home? And he literally tried every damn excuse in the book to try to make this make sense to her. Well, they have nowhere to go. And she's like, okay, like, the child can live here. But the baby mama, absolutely not. And I mean, he literally just was like, well, she gotta have no. Because now I'm about to start looking at you a different way. And questioning stuff I have no business questioning.
Yeah. You're setting yourself up for that.
Like, it's a no-go for me, sir.
Yeah.
Where the baby mama's family at?
Yeah, where's her family? The child is the child. Not the child's fault. Child's got nothing to do with the adult issues of the situation. It's just disrespectful. It's disrespectful to, first of all, you didn't say nothing to your wife. Like, you didn't even think to ask her. Like, you didn't approach
literally
it.
Told her as they were supposed to be coming over.
No.
Like, absolutely, dog.
Wrong.
And my thing is this. What happened to a homeless shelter or something? Hey, look, I'm sorry that this happened to you. Hey, maybe y'all could have even worked something out where, y'all found somewhere else to put her up at temporarily.
Right.
Until she got her stuff together. Right. But what we cannot do
is
have her
in my home.
No. And how comfortable he was with it is also gonna have first of all, you do not want your wife at her house questioning behaviors. That's what you don't want to do, because now you done created an assassin in your wife's brain. Because women intuition will start going off alarming, because this whole thing is wrong.
Yeah.
The whole setup of the situation was wrong. You're about to start planting little ninjas up there that you did not want planted in her brain.
That's exactly what's going to happen.
Because now she about to be naggy as hell. She can nag you every chance she get.
I mean, is it possible that there might be people, right, who could work that out, That's between you and whoever you're with. Personally, no. But if you are the kind of person who can make that work and you're comfortable with that, that's fine. We're not telling you what to do.
Nope.
But in this instance, the way that this happened is absolutely not acceptable. For him to assume and invite her in without talking to his wife, that's not okay. And if it's her home and she says no, then no. Sorry. Like, no.
I don't know.
The kid is fine. The kid is a kid. But that grown woman?
No. Because then you got to come home. And then I come home, y'all, in the area of the home that I think is suspicious. Like,
right.
Why y'all both over there standing on the kitchen, like she's sitting on the kitchen counter and you right between her legs or right near her, whatever. Like it's just weird situations. People or y'all both sitting on the couch too close to each other watching TV. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just a lot that's gonna get you caught up, sir. Just stop.
Yeah.
Because even if you didn't, your intentions were really like you meant well. This is a bad situation just to be in.
Yeah, that's not the way.
It's not gonna make sense to the women, sir.
No.
Like you cannot come and tear your home up like that. No. It's not even worth it. It's not at all.
It's not.
I don't get like how people even get into stuff like this.
Yeah, I don't either.
Like I don't understand it. All right.
That's crazy.
So next topic. Next random thing.
Okay.
Have you heard of the story about the kid that got suspended for telling the teacher that her breath stinks?
No, I haven't, but I can imagine some young kid.
When I saw the picture of the boy and the teacher, first of all, you can imagine the dynamic.
Yeah.
White
like
woman.
Instantly. Yeah, that's what I pictured.
Skinny glasses. Little black boy, maybe 5 or 6 years old, it looks like in the picture.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe kindergarten, first grade, somewhere around there.
Right.
Man, why is he suspended?
Right.
It's kids that do way worse stuff. I done seen kids get jumped and get suspended.
Yeah, that's an overreaction on the school's part.
He's suspended because of this.
Yeah,
but
that's too much.
I was looking at like there's some type of statistic, and I can't remember where the heck I seen this at. And it's probably like last month or the month prior about little black kids and like them being able to actually effectively learn in environments with white teachers. They always are deemed to have behavioral issues, behavioral problems. And it's literally like the white teacher and black student thing or whatever, where there was like a one of those people that audits for like IEP was in the school, and she was doing an audit on like this one kid they were trying to claim had all types of behavioral issues going on him, and the lady literally wrote down in her notes, this child is a normal child, behave normal, like none of the other teachers had anything negative to say, but he would only have problems in his one teacher's class. It was none of the other teachers, and of course it was a white lady. She was complaining about him being disrespectful in her class and not being able to sit still in her class. Meanwhile, she was doing things to like agitate him. Yeah. So it's like he didn't feel comfortable or safe in her classroom, so he was acting up.
Wouldn't you? Like
all of the other teachers completely fine. Yeah, no issues. He got in the class, he asked questions, he was actually paying attention to her class. And she was like, I can understand why he's like this. She was like, and I can imagine how many students are actually on IEPs that do not need to be on IEPs.
Probably a lot. The same as there are some who should be on one that aren't on one, there are some who don't need to be on one.
No, but nowadays people just throw IEP around just to throw it around. Because they don't want to deal with
their kids' shitty behavior.
Exactly. They don't want to deal with their kids. Or the system doesn't want to deal with their kids. So I don't know. Just pay closer attention to y'all children, please. All right. Next random topic.
Okay.
What percent of men have been asked out by a woman, and what percent do you think are cool with it? and I'm not even gonna give you the answer. Let's just say that these stats came from Match.com.
Okay. I really don't know. I'm gonna take a guess and say like 35% say they've been asked, and I'm gonna say 25 are cool with it.
This is what I will say.
Okay.
The women that I've seen answer this question are so far off. The men are a lot closer to the number that it actually is.
I mean, that would make sense.
And I have a theory on why the percentage is the way it is now, but I'm gonna let you try to figure that one out in your brain.
Okay.
But for the percent of men who were asked out by a woman is 65%.
65.
And of that 65%, 91% were cool with it.
My brain just went offline. That's a huge percentage.
You want to know what it is, though? Probably.
Why?
Now, this is just a theory that I have.
Okay.
Current day times.
Yeah, I don't.
First and foremost, a lot of guys they don't approach women as often as they used to. Social media has done this. Yeah. And usually women are sitting around like, well, is he going to say something? Is he not going to say something?
Right.
And oftentimes, the majority of the times, a lot of women do not get approached nowadays. Unless like it's somebody that's of that caliber, where the man might think she's a 10 or whatever the hell it is.
Right. Then
she might get approached a little bit, more often. But like, I guess like the average of the pretty range of women don't get approached as often because dudes are now defaulting to like online or just being scared of rejection. Then you had the COVID period where people just hopping online trying to get dates and this, that, and the third. So now because of COVID and because of the way social media is set up, nowadays the rejection aspect on a lot of men is not there. But not realizing that women's mind frame is still like, he should be approaching me. So what was happening was a lot of women started complaining about not being approached. So, of course, as time went on, people are like, well, shit, he not walking up to me. I'm walking up to him. Whatever.
Right.
So now I feel like, there's probably a smaller percentage of relationships that actually work out that way because the women are now approaching versus if the man actually approached and hunted for what he wanted. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm
not going to say that a woman shouldn't, because you can if you want to approach someone, that's fine. It's up to you. It's surprising though, because I feel like there's still such this idea that women have that they need to chase us and we are the prize. So like, if that's still the thing that women are putting out there, that's what they're claiming, those numbers are not matching what, what is like out there. Like all these women who are complaining about the lack of effort on the first date, or him not spending enough money, or having all these complaints and issues, you still view yourself as the thing he should chase and that he should want. But so many of y'all are walking up to them. That's why I didn't think that number would be that high.
No, but I guess because women were complaining that women stopped actually chasing, which, men are known to do.
Right.
Like, they should be approaching us. Sorry about it. Old school values here.
Yeah, I still do
whatever.
think that.
But I feel like there's gonna be cases where the woman is probably just gonna be like, bro, I'm tired of playing cat and mouse with you, or whatever it is. Like, we're either gonna try this or we're not gonna try.
I can literally see you being in a situation there one day where like, I'm done playing these games with you. Like, I could see you being someone, but it wouldn't be like a first approach. You wouldn't be the first approach, but I could see you one day being like, I'm done playing these games. What are we doing?
Probably at a point,
but not the first approach.
No, but also like, going into the Christian values now, like, like I'm going to wait. Because ultimately it's really up to God, whoever he brings into my life. So at the end of the day, like, I'm not about to be okay chasing no guy down.
No.
Sorry about it. If it comes naturally and it builds naturally, like, that is what it is. But like ultimately, like that still is, and you still have some old school like men out here that's gonna be like, yeah, absolutely not. Like you're not doing that.
Yeah.
So like I said, it just really depends.
That number is so surprising. That was surprising.
I don't know, but I feel like, dudes will get asked out because like at a point you have women that's not fitting to wait for you to take 17 years to figure out whether or not you're gonna ask her out.
I said, that's your choice. If you want to, more power to you. Go ahead and do that. But I wasn't expecting that to be that high.
Me neither. I kind of figured it was going to be above 40%. I just didn't know it was going to land at 65.
Right.
Okay. All right. So this is the whole story.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna try to dial it back as much as I can.
Okay.
All right. So there was this mom, right, who sent her 12-year-old daughter to stay with the dad. Sent her with clothes, whatever. And her being 12 years old and starting to develop, because that's usually the age girls start developing, right? Sent her specific clothes for a specific reason. She goes to pick up the dad. They meet at a park, and there's, her and her friends out running around the park. She's 12, and all the other little girls are dressed like 12-year-olds. Her daughter got on a crop top and then booty shorts, running around with like a grown adult woman at the playground. The mom gets there and she's looking at the dad like, first of all, what does my child have on?
Right.
Why are you comfortable with her being out here dressed like this?
Yeah.
I did not send these clothes for her to wear. So where did she get these clothes from?
Where did they come from?
Oh, but this is where the story gets even crazier. Because usually dads are like, no, you can't wear that out of the house.
Right.
Right. Her father was, what's wrong with it? She looked good. Now, yeah. It was the phrasing of
that's
him being asked a couple of times and him going, I don't see nothing wrong with it. She looked good.
You're not talking about a chick on the street.
You're talking about your daughter, which is already questionable because now it's like, dog, you have like child corn. We just want to seal corn. Okay, I was very distinct. Y'all know what I'm talking about on your phone.
I would be questioning at that point,
and I would be highly concerned for my child to then be around her dad
alone.
Like that phrasing of she looked good.
Yeah, that's not.
It's one thing for him to go, look, she's developing, she's a pretty young girl, like whatever, and also him being. Some dads are just like pushovers for their daughters. She could have potentially asked for the clothes, and he could have went to the mall and bought it. He didn't say any of that. You get what I'm saying? He was just like,
that's not the right response.
No, it's not.
That's not the right response.
Like you giving child predator vibes.
It is very much.
Like no. But there was also a similar story to this that I saw today as well, where there's a guy from Baltimore, I believe it is. I want to say it's Baltimore City.
Okay.
They posted this guy's picture on Baltimore Murder Inc. Or Be More Murder Inc., depending on which one of them you follow.
Right.
Where the guy was on a bus stop. I want to say he was near Mondawmin Mall, but don't quote me on that. I want to say it was Mondawmin Mall in Baltimore City. And he was asking this girl, what her name was. And I mean, when I tell you this is an adult male, he looks like later part of his 20s, early 30s. It was a couple different girls on the bus stop, so much so there was another adult lady on the bus stop that would not leave them girls alone because he was like harassing them. Like, where you guys hit it? Which school? Like, ask them what school they went to, like all types of stuff.
So you're acknowledging mind you, that you're grown.
When he was questioned by the police, he tried to say he didn't know they were in school. Meanwhile, them girls all day with their uniform on the bus stop. And my thing is this is nothing new, because to be honest with you, this used to happen to me like 14, 15 years old on the bus stop,
right,
coming from school. Now, what I will say is our high school didn't have uniforms.
No.
But you could clearly tell a child with the book bag on, you know, and whatever else I had, my headphones, like you can tell kids when they're in the group.
Yeah.
Like
you might
I'm
not
pretty
know
sure at
how
14 I
old
look
they
like
are,
a
but
14-year-old child.
Tell that's a school age child. Right.
Yes, we are developing. Yes, parts are starting to look more adult. Like
yeah,
but
most girls until their mid-20s or early 20s still have baby faces. Like you can still see
not this new generation.
Well, they're wearing a lot of makeup and stuff too. So
that
like,
too, like they started to look old as hell young. But that's a whole nother podcast topic. We'll talk about that later on. But it's just like you just kept persisting. For what purpose? The girl told you no.
Right.
It was so like the police had to be called. The police stayed doing the same till them girls got on the bus to make sure that they got on
away
the
from
actual
him.
bus.
Right.
Yes, but they also had to let people know, like, to be on alert because he is around, because they couldn't charge him with anything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, and now the whole city looking for this dude, and I'm like,
they're gonna find him.
They are
going to.
And how Baltimore City set up, people got cousins of cousins.
Someone
cousins,
already knows,
and somebody know who the little girls probably was on the bus stop to go, hey, you know, your cousin was up there near Mount Diamond Mall today, and this dude was pressing down on her or whatever, and it was X, Y, and
Z. We've said this before. You never know who knows who.
No,
so you never
for Baltimore
know.
City. People think Baltimore City is big. It's so small.
It's small.
It is so small.
Yeah.
And the reason being, there are a lot of people in Baltimore City now, but the issue is over east, over west. You got cousins somewhere. You got a cousin at Randallstown. You got a cousin that might live down in Cherry Hill. These are Baltimore neighborhoods, by the way.
In every part.
Like in every part. Like you don't know who knows who. People got cousins and stuff all over the city.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, homeboy, and clearly something got to be wrong up here for you to keep pressing them girls with another grown woman trying to keep you at a bay away from these children.
Right. Yeah. They already know. I'm sure if we went through, and the thing is, I'm sure if I go find that post, someone already posted his name under them comments. I'm sure
probably.
His name is already under them comments.
Absolutely. This city is so small. Somebody know him. Somebody know them girls. Like, y'all gotta just do better. Like, these grown men. Like, my thing is this, and I'm not a psychologist. What is it about these young pubescent girls, or some of y'all are just as disgusting and want prepubescent children that haven't even started developing yet? That's even worse.
Yeah.
All of it's still disgusting. Period, point blank. For you to be able to tell that these are kids and you still keep approaching them, leave these people, children alone.
Yeah.
Y'all are the weirdest people on the planet.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And if you know you like this, go get yourself some help.
Right.
Y'all want to live in y'all craziness. And then the people around y'all know y'all crazy.
And just let it happen. That'd be the part for me.
I don't know. All I'm going to say is, come near my goddaughter if you want. Anywho.
It was a threat. Yeah, no. Try.
Y'all
try
people
us.
are weird.
Stop
being weirdos.
I would not suggest you try us.
Anyway, like, comment, share.
And subscribe.
Hit that notification bell.
And come back and see us.
And if you guys are on Spotify, Amazon Music, or Apple Music, make sure you guys follow us and listen along. We have multiple episodes on there now. Start from the beginning.
Yeah, and if you want to watch the video versions, because all of those are just audio, if you want to watch the video, find us on YouTube at Black and White Reacts, is REACZ. You'll find both our podcasts and our reaction videos there.
Yep. All right, we see you guys next time.
All right, y'all. Bye.